What up, broski? It's T-Bro. I'm back with a YouTuber probably nobody knows of. He's got a very low subscribe count, but everybody starts with a low subscribe count. My subscribe count's already getting higher because I had a channel, I lost it, but it's never going to recover itself to two and a quarter thousand subscribers in like not even. I don't even think in a year, man. Forget it. Not even a year or two, whatever. Yeah, they're never gonna come back to my channel because I don't know, they just won't. It's just like that. But anyways, I want to review this video. I'm going to explain something in this video. As you see here in this picture, it says 2 hours 3 times a week versus 30 minutes every day. So look at this exactly. 2 hours 3 times a week. He's lifting here. He looks kind of, I don't know why he's slumped in this picture. He should just like sit normal. But anyways, notice the difference here, right? The way he looks here. And in the right one, 30 minutes, but now he's working out every day. He looks kind of pumped there, right? You see that pumped kind of look? It's an inflamed look. That's the difference. Inflammaging, and 2 times a week is not enough to keep up with the inflammatory response in his muscles. He's obviously an ectomorph, he's skinny, and he's got some inflammation muscles. So let's listen to what he has to say.
In this video, I'm going to talk about why you need to train every day. Yeah. A lot of people ask me, what is your...
Yes, why you have to train every day. I already know. I can prove it. I know why you're training every day.
Training schedule look like? How often do you train? What do you do? Now, in this video, I will tell you. Most fitness coaches or most personal trainers or whatever.
See, look at his body. It's ordinary. His arms and everything are ordinary. So why does he have to train every day? Because he wants to accumulate inflammation in his muscles and walk around with an inflammatory response from lifting. So he has to keep up with that inflammatory response because going 2 times a week or whatever is not giving him enough inflammation in there. See that? It has to be chronic to keep up with the Joneses.
They make it all complicated for you guys. It's not about, okay, you need to...
Yes, they make it all complicated for you. It's really simple. Come daily, working out chronically every day, 30 minutes, and you'll keep up this inflammatory response. Inflammation in the muscles, yes.
That amount of calories, and you need to train this intensity. You need to have deloads, and you need to have this.
Well, if you want a little bit more of getting not only just the inflammation, but a little bit of that pump, of course, you need to eat the herbivore diet, which is not your diet. So glycogen is, loading in the muscles. We know that. It's called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. It's another type of artificial muscle growth. Plus, you're moving weights around, so you got some gravitational loading, but eventually it's always offloading. So yeah, it's a lot of artificial muscle growth that you want to keep up for cosmetic purposes, right? That's what you're doing, right? Yeah.
And you need all that bullshit, bro. They make it complicated for you, and you just need to get started. Get started and be consistent. If you want to get big, you need to train. That's the only thing you need to know.
If you want to get big, you need to train. Oh, you just showed a steroid guy, right? That's great. He doesn't look anything like you, bro. Why didn't you just show a guy like you? Show yourself training. Why do you have to show a guy who's on drugs and then say all you have to do is train and get big? Training doesn't make you really, really, really big. Training will give you an inflammatory response, some sarcoplasmic, blah, 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 blah. That will get you big. Yeah, definitely. If you add more of sarcoplasmic glycogen to create sarcoplasmic muscles, sure, yeah. The sarcoplasm, pumping it up. But other than that, yeah. Again, this guy's chasing the cosmetic look. Whatever it takes, right? Right, bro? Yeah.
And your diet needs to be on point. What does that mean on point? Not that you need to track every fucking calorie. It's that you need protein. Eat protein, train, you will get big. That's the simplified version. Of course.
So train, eat protein, you'll just get big. So all you have to do. How much protein you have to eat exactly? And the food that you showed there was kind of like, it was weird. It wasn't really the stuff that bodybuilders usually eat. I don't know. Some people eat this weird herbivore diet stuff, whatever. Didn't look like all protein to me, but whatever, man.
So you need to know a lot more than that. So I train every day. Doesn't matter what I train. I do a lot of sports. I do martial arts. I do fitness. I do bodybuilding.
So do I. I do a lot of sports, and so what? I use bodybuilding as a catalyst to be better at specific sports. That's the only reason why I build my body. I don't build it for a cosmetic fake look. I'm looking for something very specific. But you're like, I play sports, this and that. So, okay. You're a young guy, and so what?
Whatever the fuck I want. So I just came back from a sparring day. I'm training basically different things. Right now I'm not training for a fight or anything. So I'm just keeping my body fit, training every day. Sometimes I go to the gym.
Let me get this straight. You're keeping your body fit by training every day to train for an inflammatory response and maybe some glycogen. What? That is crazy. So you can, what, have a cosmetic look? Yeah, man, okay.
Sometimes I just do some push-ups over there, but I train every day. I move my body every day. That's the most important thing.
You do some push-ups there so you could be good at doing push-ups. Is that it? You want to impress somebody. Hey, look how many push-ups I can do. They don't really give a fuck how many push-ups you can do. Nobody gives a shit, bro. It's there are no, I don't know any sports where you can enter doing push-up competitions. I don't know too many. Do you? Maybe I don't know. No, not in that field.
You need to get the blood flow going in your body, and you need to stimulate the muscle just a little bit, just to.
I love this. Blood flow and stimulate to get more of this inflammatory response for a cosmetic look. Yeah. So
Signalize your body that keep the muscle, or to build muscle. You need to stimulate your muscle. That's the only thing. So
keep the muscle, build the muscle. Which one is it, bro?
even if you don't have a gym around, do some push-ups. It's enough. Of course, for different goals, you need to train differently. If you want to
Different goals, different strokes for different folks. Goals for different folks. Yeah, okay.
get very big, it's good to go to a gym and to eat a lot. If you just want.
Yeah, of course. It's just good to go to the gym. Just eat a lot. Eat a lot of what? Glycogen and get a cosmetic look. Again, see that? This is what I'm trying to tell all you people out there. You're not listening, but this is the bullshit that you run into. The dumb shit.
Maintain your muscle mass, simple trainings like that also work. You don't need to do much.
Yeah, to maintain that mass, that inflammatory muscle mass, you have to keep coming every day, chronically lifting. Yes, for sure, definitely. And that sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Want to keep those muscles filled, right?
If you get to a certain point, you don't need to do much anymore. It's just like a habit that you do here and there.
What? You get to a certain point, you don't have to do anymore? That you just said that you couldn't make it on, what is it, 3 days or whatever, a week there, lifting times whatever. Now you're going every day, 30 minutes or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's more than 30 minutes. You're exaggerating. It's probably an hour, maybe 45 an hour or something. I don't know. But yeah, you're coming in to maintain that inflammatory response.
Eat a little bit of protein and bam, you keep your fucking six-pack for.
Let me get this straight. Eat a little bit of protein and then you keep your six-pack. You're an ectomorph. You have low body fat. You've got lines on you. You're anorexic. Ectomorphs are pretty much anorexic. So you're skinny, you got this whatever, abs, low body fat, something, and you got pumped doing this, some sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, eating a lot of garbage, your slave diet, and then you got this inflammatory response. I don't get it, man. Holy Jesus.
However, if you stop doing that, yeah, you will get out of shape very quickly. But if you do little things, you will stay in shape forever. What do most people do when they start?
Sorry, my friend is a federal cop in Mexico. She's sending me some pictures. You should see some of the stuff that she sends me, man. It's hilarious. I don't know. But anyway.
Training, they train 3 times a week for 2 hours, sometimes more, sometimes less, but around that. And then they destroy their fucking muscle. What happens next day? Their muscles are completely sore.
What? They train, okay. Oh, that's a good one. So they train a lot, and then the next day their muscles are sore because they train their muscles. Isn't that the goal, to damage your muscles and then grow them, and then they grow? I don't get it, man. What?
So what you want to do?
What kind of bodybuilding you into?
Is to stay consistent. If your body is completely sore, you can't stay consistent. Your body needs rest. So
you can't stay consistent because your body needs rest, or your body needs growth now. That's when you grow muscles, don't you? See what I mean? This is the bullshit you run into, man. This is just...
The key is stimulate your muscles every day. When you train every day, you don't train to your maximum all the time. You don't train 100%. You train...
See? Stimulate your muscles every day, like Blaha. Stimulate them to keep the inflammatory response. He's lying.
70%. When you train every day, it's easier to build a routine. You know, oh, okay, I need to train today. You fit it in somewhere. You don't need to train much. You don't need these 2-hour sessions that most of the people do. 1 hour is completely...
No, of course not. You don't. What do you need exactly? It's of course you don't need it for the inflammatory response. Nah.
Enough. It depends on the split what you do. I train my whole body because I want to have a functional body, man. It's like nowadays.
You train to have a functional body, so you want to be good at doing like ab work and stuff. These things are not carry over to any kind of a sport. You have to practice to be good at that sport. Your muscle calibrates when it gets damaged. Your muscle only ever damages when it's unaccustomed to doing that sport. It recalibrates itself to be good now at doing that. It no longer wants to build any more muscle. It will strengthen itself and get good at doing that. But it won't happen with a second bout. Everybody knows this. It's called repeated bout effect. It protects muscle from being damaged again. So you're never really getting damage there anymore. So why are you still coming there? Because cosmetic look, to keep up with the Joneses' inflammatory response. Yeah, man.
We live in such an artificial world. Most people, well, even if they are in the
No, really? You're eating an artificial diet, doing artificial lifting. This is all an artificial what you're doing. So what are you talking about?
gym, if they're a little bit in shape, what do? They work all day and then they sit on their laptop, then they drive their car to their job, go home, they don't move their body, then they go to the gym.
Bro, you're eating artificial diet, creating artificial sarcoplasmic muscles and an inflammatory muscles as well on top of it. So what the hell are you talking about?
For 3 hours, don't even warm up, just start bench pressing and then they get a little bit of muscle, but there's
So what? And then they get what? They start bench pressing, and here we go. He just proved it. And they get a little bit of muscle. Yeah, inflammatory fake muscles and a pump, right? The glycogen. Okay.
stiff as fuck. We need to adapt to our environment. If that's your environment and you
Oh, we need to adapt to our environment. We adapt very quickly. The body adapts very quickly. It gives you this damage the very first time, and it adapts. And then there's no more adaptations until you do something else that you're fucking unaccustomed to doing, like rock climbing. I don't know, bro. Maybe running. Get it, man? Or those fucking stupid sports that you're doing out there.
sit down a lot, like me, you need to balance that with moving your whole body, training your whole body every day. I think that's the best.
Yeah, every day you gotta train your body. You gotta go to the factory. Factory workers train their body every day. What do you think they're fucking getting out of that, bro? They're there fucking 6 hours a day. They're training it every day. What do you think they're getting there? This is ignorant.
Way to go. That's my way to go, and that's the way I train. There are different ways to get to your goal, to your destination, to your dream body. That's one way to do it. You can stick also to other plans or whatever. I think that's the best way. That's the most optimal way. That's the most natural way. It's actually not that hard. If you
Yes, it's optimal way. It's not that hard. It's the natural way. It's unnatural. What are you talking about?
say, "Boy, I train every day," people look at you
You train for a cosmetic look.
like, "Boy, you're doing fucking miracles," or it's like same business as usual. It's like brushing your teeth, man. It's like just part of the thing. You do it, and then bam, next thing, and then sometimes.
It's a part of a thing. You do it. What did people do when they didn't have toothbrushes and toothpaste way back hundreds and thousands of years ago? What did they do? What did they do? What did they do in those days? What did they do? What did people do when they didn't have sports or anything? What did they do with themselves? Where did they go? What did they do in nature? Do you even know what they did in nature? Well, you're from nature. You ought to know. Don't you remember? Oh, I forgot. You're a slave. You've been pulled into the slave world, cities, and put in this city. And now you think you know something. Christy, man.
You don't want to do it when you still do it, regardless of
Yes. Using pseudoscience to explain your bullshit.
if you want to do it or not. It's also a mental thing, you know. You do things that you
Using his fake bro reasoning to whatever.
don't want to do, and then you will feel instantly better. And if you train every day, you don't need to think about training anymore. You just you fit it in.
Really, just train it. You just don't have to think about it. What are you training for exactly? A gym isn't a sport. It isn't a sport. It's there. You're just there to build your body, but you are building it for a cosmetic look. It's kind of
Somewhere. You train every day for 1 hour, let's say. Over time, let's say a week.
A training every day, lifting a weight doesn't build a body, bro. Get it? What part does he not understand? You're building a cosmetic look, the inflammation in this glycogen in there. That's about it.
You have 7 sessions in, the other guy has 3.
You're really small, I can tell just by looking at you here sitting down. That whole flexing thing, that's just because you have low body fat. You understand me? So there's something to show there. There's a shape. You're showing a shape of a body. That's about it. But you're tiny. So it's just a little bit of inflammation and some glycogen. Big deal.
Month you have 30 sessions in. Over a year you have 365 sessions in. So over time you will have more volume than the other guys. Even if you train less. You train just an hour or just 30 minutes, but you train.
You'll have more volume, get it? You'll have more inflammation than the other guy, yes. Okay.
Over time you will make much more progress. Our ancestors were
Of
hunter-gatherers.
course, over time you'll be able to get more of this inflammation, yes. And glycogen in the muscle. Okay.
They were moving their body and using their body the whole fucking day till they
Wow, he's finally trying to use reasoning about our ancestors. Shows a hunter. Till they hunted. No, they didn't. They didn't move around a lot, that's for sure. They worked in groups and they would dig a hole and make the animal fall into it. They used intelligence to capture their animals. They didn't use hard work or wasting their time. No, they didn't use hard work. They used smart work.
hunted the food and got the food and whatever, you know. And now,
Yeah, they got the food, they got the food, they got whatever. I love this.
look at your life, bro. You're just sitting down, having back problems and shit. Your life is designed
It's sitting down and having back problems because you're eating the wrong food is giving you back problems. Eating toxic food and sugar, what do you expect?
to give you back problems. It's not a natural environment for you. So your ancestors wouldn't be proud of
Well, yeah, this isn't a natural environment for everybody. You're a slave. You've been put in here. You're still a slave.
you, my friend. Move your fucking body. Gee, huh? We have a little friend here.
Your body.
Don't believe in resting. Bro, I'm shooting a YouTube video. Get the fuck out of here. Chill down. Sit down. When you every day, and then you see the difference, and then you get addicted to it. You want to feel always like that. You want to...
See, that's what I try to tell you. You train every day, you get addicted to the inflammatory response, inflammation. This proves that everybody is like this. Trust me, bro, everybody's like this. They're addicted to the fake herbivore diet, their artificial diet, creating artificial muscles. That's all I know. They're addicted to it, and it gets addictive. Yes, definitely.
always feel good, in motion, always being fit. When you don't do it,
Of course it does. You get addicted to that. The inflammation, the pump, the glycogen, the artificial diet, eating more because it tastes good, feels good, go there. Yeah, sure, of course. It's a high, bro. You're on a high.
you're like, fuck. After 2 days, you notice it. I wasn't training, bro. I feel different. I need to get back to it. And then you get back to it.
Of course, because you lost that inflammatory response on the pump. It's starting to drain. It's starting to drain out. Got to get back into it, getting flat and all that. Fucking forget that, right? That's the addiction, just like the sugar high. You've got to get back and getting those candies and the Coca-Cola and everything, and the herbivore diet, because you're addicted to that sugar. You're addicted. It's a drug. I know that. Everybody's addicted to it. It's really hard to get off that train, bro.
And then you're feeling it again. And then you never stop, bro. And then once you get to that stage, you will never stop training. When you're consistent in one thing, it will...
Once you get addicted to something that is artificial, of course, you'll never want to stop doing it because it's a high, like a drug.
relate to every other thing. You're disciplined here, you will be disciplined over there. So it...
Yes, if you're disciplined there, you'll be disciplined over here, keeping up with the Joneses. If you're disciplined in smoking marijuana there, you'll be disciplined over there. The drugstore over there, the drugstore, the liquor store, you'll be consistent, definitely.
It all starts with fitness. Ask anyone who's in shape. So that's it.
It all starts with fitness. That's why they all go on artificial hormones eventually in the end. You understand me? Because they've moved up to a new addiction. Like a person who smokes marijuana, they've graduated to cocaine. All of you, eventually, what happens is this. These people, the influencers and everything, they all get addicted to this, but it's not enough. So they graduate to the next step. It's called fucking steroids. Get it?
For the video, guys. Yeah. Now you know that you need to train every day. Keep training, my friend. You will get in shape. I wish you a great day. I wish you a blessed day.
Yes, do that and you'll graduate to the next step. Steroids. I'll see you in the next one, man. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one. Ciao, bro.